Do the daughters of Eve wear pants in heaven? Not in my sight. Do the sons of Adam wear skirts in heaven? Not in my sight. You daughters of Eve have accepted the lie of sexual liberation, confused or altered biological gender, and appropriated the decency of man, the covering of the lower part of their bodies. I am created. Your acquiescence and capitulation to the agenda of Satan to confuse the genders of the only two sexes on the road to obliteration of male and female has hastened your dying world on its path to the great tribulation. I will reveal all this in the 3 days of darkness if you refuse to accept this conviction now, and you will blush to your fingertips, you daughters of Eve. Not content to wear pants, you have made them a second flesh, revealing all your God-given forms in a seductive enticement, causing the sons of Adam to lust after your flesh and sin. And now that a natural desires are legal and totally acceptable in your decadent societies, women also lust after you now. They will seduce you to Sodom and Gomorrah in a pagan Saturnalia as just another lifestyle option or choice. Take off your tight pants and discard your lechery, you daughters of Eve, or you will feel the shock of your individual and collective degeneracy very soon at my hand. Do you think I will allow any of the female sex to enter my era of peace, dressed as a man? Never. I made you from the rib of Adam. You are his helpmate, his equal in my eyes, but you are not Adam, but Eve. Your insistence on dressing, walking, and empowering yourselves as men has dissolved by increments the graces of femininity I am designed uniquely for the daughters of Eve alone. Your man drag has served the agents of Satan on a path they designed to destroy both male and female. But it will not stand this poison from the snake, wearing underwear as outwear, diaphanous fabrics in broad daylight, appearing in public with little or nothing on, will be answered at your particular judgments, or at the 3 days of darkness, whichever comes first for you, daughters of Eve. I does not create mistakes. All children born female must stand before me as a female when they pass this life, or at the 3 days of darkness. If you have altered your God-given vessel to the opposite sex, hell awaits, unless you repent now. And for all you daughters of Eve that will now raise your voices in anger and protest at these my words, beware. You have stoked a fire that will rage for all eternity, for those reprobates that insist on rebellion, cross-dressing, child drag, perversion, pornography, transgender, transsexual, homosexuality, man drag, drag kings and queens, and the 72 sexualities of your United Nations. Do you think you are not complicit? Think again. You support and reinforce an abomination in my eyes by wearing the clothes of a man. You influence all whose eyes gaze upon your form. I convicts you as your eyes have read these words. You are now convicted. You are now innocent or guilty of this crime against your God. Think it not small, nor to be ignored, for all will be answered too soon, including your reaction to my charge against you, rebels. I will not tolerate the degeneracy of your societies anymore. Men have got to go back to being men, and women have got to go back to being women, or I will punish you severely. As women in the home and community go, so the family goes, so your society goes. Your responsibility is to all you daughters of Eve. I am God the Father Almighty, not you human beings.